You know that feeling, right? Where you wonder how some people just seem to build great habits so easily, while the rest of us feel like we're stuck in a loop? Well, today, we're going to dive into the incredible framework from James Clear's Atomic Habits. We're going to see how incredibly small changes can lead to, honestly, some remarkable results.
And it all starts right here, with this one simple number, 1%. The whole idea is that real, lasting change doesn't come from some huge, earth-shattering transformation. Nope, it comes from the compounding effect of getting just 1% better day after day. It sounds so small, doesn't it? Almost insignificant, and that's exactly why we usually ignore it. We're always looking for that big, dramatic moment. But the real power? It's in the tiny, consistent, almost invisible gains.
James Clear puts it perfectly with this quote. I mean, just think about it. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. It's like having a bank account for your own growth. These small, consistent deposits of effort, they might not look like much at first, but over time they compound into this absolute fortune of who you want to be. It's really not about how hard you go on any one day. It's all about consistency.
So let's talk about this 1% difference. What does it actually look like when you play it out? Because the math behind it is, well, it's both really inspiring and, honestly, a little bit terrifying.
Just look at the difference here. It's pretty wild. If you get just 1% better each day for a year, you end up nearly 38 times better than when you started. But the flip side is kind of scary. If you let yourself slip by just 1% each day, you basically wither away to almost nothing. What this really shows us is that our tiny daily choices are either building us up or they're tearing us down. There's really no standing still in the long run. Okay, so if we want to change our habits, we have to understand how they actually work first. Our brains are running on this simple, completely automatic 4-step loop. This is like the hidden operating system that's driving almost everything we do, whether we realize it or not.
And here it is, the habit loop. You've got the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. So a cue triggers your brain, which leads to a craving for something. The response is you actually doing the habit, and the reward is that feeling of satisfaction that tells your brain, hey, let's do that again. And the craziest part? This whole cycle is running on autopilot for most of your day.
All right, so if that's the loop our brain is stuck in, the big question is, how do we take control of it? How do we hack it? Well, this is where Clear gives us this brilliant and super practical toolkit. He calls it the 4 laws of behavior change.
Each one of these laws is designed to target one of the 4 steps in that habit loop. So if you want to build a good habit, you make the cue obvious, the craving attractive, the response easy, and the reward satisfying. And what if you want to break a bad habit? You just do the exact opposite. It's such a beautifully simple and powerful framework.
Let's break them down. Law number 1, make it obvious. One of the best ways to do this is a technique called habit stacking. You just anchor a new habit you want to start onto a habit you already have. For example, instead of just saying, I'll meditate, you say, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. See what you're doing there? You're linking the new behavior to a cue that's already hardwired into your brain. Next up, Law 2, make it attractive. Here's the thing about us humans. We are fundamentally wired to imitate the people around us. We're social sponges. So if you want to adopt a new habit, the easiest way to make it attractive is to surround yourself with people who already do it. Join a group where that behavior is the norm. Suddenly, it's not a chore, it's just what we do.
Okay, this next one, Law 3, might just be my favorite. It's so practical. Make it easy. And the key here is what he calls the 2-minute rule. You take whatever new habit you want to start and you scale it down until it takes less than 2 minutes to do. So read every night becomes read 1 page. Go for a run becomes put on my running shoes. The goal isn't to do the whole thing at first. The goal is to master the art of just showing up. The rest will follow.
And that brings us to the final law, make it satisfying. Our brains love immediate gratification. They want a reward now, not 6 months from now. The problem is, most good habits have delayed benefits. So you have to find a way to give yourself a small, immediate win. A great way to do this is to track your habit. Putting an X on a calendar gives you this little hit of satisfaction, this visual proof that you're making progress. And while you're at it, remember the golden rule, never miss twice. 1 day is an accident. 2 is the start of a new habit.
So we've covered the practical how-to, we've got the 4 laws, but now we're going to get to what is for me the most profound and powerful idea in this entire book. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. It's about shifting your identity. Think about change happening in these 3 layers. Most of us, we try to change from the outside in. We start with the outcomes, the results we want. We say, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to write a novel. But true, lasting change, it happens from the inside out. It starts with your identity, your deep-seated beliefs about who you are. The real goal isn't to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. That subtle shift changes everything.
And this quote right here just nails it. Every single time you perform your habit, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. Each time you write 1 page, you're casting a vote for, I'm a writer. Each time you go to the gym, you're casting a vote for, I'm an athletic person. It's these tiny little votes, day in and day out, that build a new self-image. So, as we start to pull all this together, what's the big takeaway? What's your first step? It's really about a fundamental shift in how you think. You need to stop obsessing over goals and start building reliable systems.
I mean, think about this for a second. Goals are great. They give you direction.
They're the destination on the map. But systems are the car that actually gets you there. A great system, built on these 4 laws, is what ensures you keep making progress even when motivation is gone. It's your safety net for success. It's what you fall back on.
So let's just forget about those massive, life-altering changes for a second. Let's bring it right back here to today. Ask yourself this one simple question. What is your 2-minute vote today? What's one tiny action you can take that casts a vote for the person you want to become? Because that, right there, that's where it all begins.